Parliament is not a rubber stamp. While most bills originate from the executive reflecting policy priorities, Parliament is not a mere approving authority. You will be doing the people of Uganda a disservice. We can even look at the check which you people pick as Parliament. If your duty is to rubber stamp, that would be shortchanging us. You are supposed to do scrutiny. Because you remember when you were campaigning, what did you tell the people of Uganda? You'll be talking, you're in Parliament, speaking on their behalf from all your villages. And on that basis, they elected you. How can they elect you and you go ahead and you become a rubber stamp? You'll be absconding from your responsibilities. But when I say you are not a rubber stamp, I'm not saying it is you to become, it's not rivalry between you and the executive. The executive brings its bills, its budget, then you go through it. Where you disagree, you say, by the way, this we can do it better. And the executive is supposed to listen. Sometimes you'll have disagreements, because disagreement is normal. But you are supposed to be complementing each other. Parliament cannot afford to say that ours is about approving the executive. But that does not say that you are going to obstruct what the executive is doing. Because the executive also doing everything in the name of the people of Uganda and in good faith. I'm going to talk about something which, so it goes to scrutinizing, aligning, and improving the overall quality of the bills or the entire government business. Yours is actually to improve the quality of business that the executive brings to you. Maybe let me put it here. Next slide, I'll slip it just. We are under multi-party dispensation. The majority of members of Parliament belong to the National Resistance Movement. To the Chief Whip, to avoid a situation where you are facing off with your members of Parliament, and you call a caucus, the caucus must be transparent and exhaustive of the issue. You try to resolve some of those differences in the caucus, so that by the time you come to Parliament, you have a meeting of mind. But should you come to Parliament when you've not had a detailed transaction with your members, chances that you'll have problem with them on the floor are high. And then sometimes it looks ugly when you have your own members fighting you of your own party. So, to the leader of opposition, the same counsel I gave. If you have a business, try within your flock. Develop consensus, and that's to your advantage. In your caucus, demand transparency and detailed discussion of the issues, so that you sort of harmonize. Then there are those where you don't have harmony. You can carry them to the floor for the people of Uganda to say there is a difference of opinion. So leadership of both the NRM and leadership of the opposition should develop consensus within their groups by having a very transparent discussion. And I'll give you an example. The last business we had in Parliament, I was a member of that joint committee, Internal Affairs and Legal and Parliamentary Joint Committee, which scrutinized the sovereignty bill. You embarrassed us, the executive. You did embarrass us. You brought a bill when you had no consensus. Institutions of government came, started bashing you on your bill. And it was like, what is government is this one? But those are experiences you face so that tomorrow you don't repeat the same mistakes. So try to have serious business discussed within your caucuses and develop consensus. When you come to the floor, it doesn't look ugly because there are those people who don't wish Parliament well, who will jump on it. Oh, you see what's happening in Parliament? And with these days of social media, oh, they don't have a field day. So you need to resolve, discuss in good faith. Don't force positions to your members. Convince them such that you carry them along. Sometimes they have another thing they do, Honorable Rusachel. They run away. They stay away from, they stay in the corridors, they stay home. So, I don't believe in this one. Let them do it themselves. So you are left with the chief whip and a few enthusiastic members when the rest of your team has stayed away. So is the leader of opposition. They leave you and a few shadow ministers, the rest are away. Why? You've not developed consensus. So you need to do that.